What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Paramedic Adventures Unplugged. I am here at the Epic Kingdom, or I'm sorry, no, it's the Magic Universe. The Epic Magic Universe Kingdom? No. It's the Magic Kingdom. I knew I'd remember it. I got this epic thing on the mind a little bit. Anyway, I decided to come out here today because I want to do a continuation of my vlog that I did it was almost 2 weeks ago now, where I was at Animal Kingdom and rode some of the really big e-ticket attractions without Lightning Lane Premier Pass and all that other garbage. This is going to be that, a continuation, except at Magic Kingdom. Again, people spend your money however you want to spend your money, but I'm telling you, it's not, you can get by on a fantastic vacation without unloading an insane amount of money on this thing. I was doing some math the other day. I don't think what people realize is, for that Premier Pass, especially for here at Magic Kingdom, on average, it's about $425 if you average it out. Add in a little bit of tax to that because the IR and the S have got to get theirs. And you're going to be at about somewhere between $450 and $480 per person, by the way. And keep in mind, that does not allow you to park hop. You cannot park hop with this thing. It is for Magic Kingdom only, and that is for one ride at a time. No re-rides. If you find that you love Tron Light Cycle Run, well, guess what? After you've used your Lightning Lane, your Premier Pass for that ride, then you got to get in the standby with the rest of the plebs. You cannot just keep re-riding it over and over again like you used to be able to, or like you used to could, Jeff Foxworthy, with the old Fast Pass Plus system, which is what I loved about the Fast Pass Plus systems. If you had a favorite ride, as long as there were times available, you could ride it as many times as you wanted to. You want to ride something 10 times, you could ride it 10 times as long as there was a time slot. Easy. So I'm going to show you what rides we're going to be able to do. And like I said, we're not going to tackle the whole park. That's not the idea of this. We're not rushing. It's the whole thing is I'm teaching people not to rush, but also take everything in. You don't have to rush to enjoy your vacation. Again, we've stuck that fear of missing out into everything now, and that people think that if I don't get all 19 rides in on my day at Magic Kingdom, that somehow it's a failed trip. And that's horse you know what. It's all about how you go about the day. And realistically, like I said before, most people spend on average between 5 and 7 days here at Magic Kingdom. Now, again, with Epic Universe opening and Universal becoming a full week destination now, that's going to be a whole different story in a couple months. Honestly, about a month and a half, 2 months from now. That'll be a whole different discussion. But for right now, Magic Kingdom is the week-long destination. People like spending a week here. There's a lot to do. But in 5 to 7 days, you can absolutely ride everything at all the parks without wasting money on those Premier Passes, or even the multi-passes for that matter. It's all about what you do with your timing, what you do with your day, and how you go about things. So what I thought we'd do is we're going to definitely do Tron. Tron's the big one. Everybody wants to ride Tron. That's why a lot of people buy these expensive pass options. If you want to ride Tron with the Lightning Lane, you either buy the $400+ Premier Pass, or you buy the $22 to $25 single pass, which to me, that is insane for Tron. Tron is about, 2.5? No, it's 1 minute and 10 seconds long. So when you really start breaking that down, that is an insane amount of money to spend for a ride of that length. So we're going to wait in line for Tron, and we'll probably wait in line for a couple of the other e-ticket attractions, because we'll show you how much time it actually takes. The other thing too that frustrates me is I see it all the time on these Disney vacation or Disney groups on Facebook. Walt Disney World Tips and Tricks. Everybody now has convinced themselves that they can't wait in line. It's impossible to wait in line. And people will come up with every reason in the book that they can't wait in line. In a theme park, by the way. But everywhere else in life, they'll wait no problem. Hell, even when a specialized pin comes out, the Pizza Rizzo pin, people waited upwards of 2 to 3 hours for that pin with no complaining, no Lightning Lane, no nothing. So people proved that they can actually wait in a line when they want to. But if it's a line for an attraction, can't do it. It's impossible. So people have convinced themselves that they can't wait in line, and then they convince their kids that they can't wait in line. When they get to a theme park, wait in line everywhere else though. Like I said, no problem. And what that does is it teaches the kids, that one, you should always settle for instant gratification, which when you do that, that's a dangerous setup moving forward, because nothing in life, or not everything in life, is instant gratifying. You gotta be able to wait for some things, and that's part of it. It's a work in progress, as we'd call it. So believe it or not, like actually waiting in a theme park line, it actually teaches you. One, it teaches a little bit of patience. It teaches you that waiting for something really cool is a good thing, and it also helps you bond with each other. So many I remember when I hate to even be like this, but remember when we was kids? But honestly, when I was growing up, there was no such thing as these fast passes, lightning lanes, or whatnot. Cedar Point, Kings Island, we all waited in the same line. And that was also at a time when the theme park rides were a whole lot less efficient than they are now. And you waited 2.5 hours sometimes. And we did it because we enjoyed it. We had fun being there. Was it hot a few times? Sure it was. But here I am standing here giving you this vlog, 30 some years later. So clearly it didn't damage anything, didn't harm me in any way. It was some of the best times I've ever had. I can remember some of the fun conversations we'd have with the family waiting in line. It was just a good time. Bonding. Everybody talks about going on vacation to make memories, right? You claim that you all can't make memories until you come to Disney World and drop $10,000 or $15,000. Well, what good are the memories if you're rushing around all the time? Part of making memories is spending that quality time together, am I right? I mean, I am going to throw it back on y'all a little bit, because you're the same ones that claim that you got to spend all this money to make memories. But then when you get here, it's rush, because we got to get everything done, because we got to look good on social media, because, when I get back to the office, then I got to prove to Becky and Chad that my vacation was better than theirs. And that's all this is, So we're gonna drop every last cent we have, and we're gonna come out of here $25,000 in credit card debt, but all because we're gonna prove that our vacation was better than everybody else that's been here. And that's how it all happens. And people do it. Like I said, they go into insane amounts of debt to prove that their vacation was better. In fact, a quote comes to mind from my favorite movie, golf movie, Tin Cup, when Romeo, the caddy, says to Kevin Costner, who plays Roy McAvoy, he says, "You know what, boss?" He goes, "You bury yourself alive to prove you can handle a shovel." It's so true. That's what people are doing nowadays. So I'm here to show you that, one, you don't need to drop all this money, and two, that these lines really aren't as bad as they seem. They're really not. It's all up here. If you already convince yourself up here that you can't do it, it's done. And that's the problem. Everybody, is up inside their tiny little brain self-defeating themselves, that they can't do this. When, if you approach it with a different attitude, it turns out a lot differently. I mean, is waiting in line fun? No. But it's, again, especially for the younger kids and even us adults, it's good to slow it down a little bit. It really is. Dial things down. Slow down. Take a breath. You'll be all right. I promise. So let's get our rear ends into Magic Kingdom. Let's go have some fun without spending a fortune on that nonsensical lightning lane pass. Let's go have some fun. First things first, out here on Main Street, USA, at the entrance to Magic Kingdom here. And if you notice, there's a lot of folks gathered for the parade. The Festival Fantasy Parade starts rolling off at about 3 o'clock p.m., which is about 10 minutes from now. You can see by this, a lot of folks aren't riding rides right now. They're waiting for this parade, so we're going to use that as to our advantage. Yeah, look at tons of people heading towards the hub. Maybe you'd think the park was closing. Here we are. 60 minutes, 6 and a 0. All right, we're in the queue line. Let's see how long this takes. Once I get stopped, once I get to a point where I meet the line that's actually standing by, we'll start the timer. All right, here we are. We've met the standby line. The clock has started. Oh my God, what is happening here? We just made our turn into the last row before we head into the pre-show. Total time. Not bad. So far. So far. So close. So close.
You should be free from motion sickness or other conditions that could be aggravated by this experience. Expectant users should not ride. The light cycle run makes sharp turns with sudden drops and stops. For your safety, remain seated on your light cycle at all times.
Please enter the digitizer, filling in all the available space.
Users, prepare to be digitized into the world of Tron.
Heck yeah. Strategize. Yeah, this looks great. Look at all the fingerprints on the glass. When was the last time they cleaned that? All right, let's do a time check.
New Team Blue members detected for the Light Cycle Run competition. Initiate identity disc profiling.
And remember, like I said at the other rides, when we did Pandora and that, the clock the wait time officially stops at the merge point, which for this will be the locker room. Right there is the locker room, right there. So we gotta go down. We gotta go down and back one more time. All right, there it is, the merge point. Okay, here we are. Here we go.
Everything goes in a blue locker. Open any of the lockers using a plastic sheet.
Here we are. We made it to the merge point in the lockers. 34 minutes, we'll call it. A far cry from the 50 or 60 that was posted. First fire engines I was assigned to. 602. Here we are. Looks like a bottle of Pepto-Bismol spilled down there. Looks like a bunch of employees from Pinky's Records from next Friday. Look at you, company man. Don't be touching Pinky shit. Greatest movie ever. And the back row. Back row's the best.
Well, they have she said this one would be mine.
Sweet. All right, let's get on this thing.
Prepare for Team Blue Light Cycle Run upload sequence. Remember, hold on, keep your head up, and face forward. Initiate in 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, users. A championship performance.
Man, what a phenomenal ride that was. It never gets old. Tron is, it's so short though. That's the only complaint about it. Like if it was an extra like 20 or 30 seconds longer, it would be absolutely stunning. But it is a good ride, don't get me wrong. But that's why, it's one of the reasons why I did this is just wait in the standby line. It's never as long as it's portrayed to be. And $450 or even $22 to $25 per person is a lot to spend on a ride that's a minute 10 seconds long. Wait in line, people. It's okay. It really, it goes by quick. Like I said, 34 minutes total. Awesome. Let's go find something else to ride now. The exit part of Tron here is where we got completely gypped. Compare Shanghai Disney's Tron exit to ours. Not even close. Like theirs is a full-on interactive experience. Team Green, Kawasaki. Let's try Jungle Cruise. Jungle Cruise usually has a pretty big line. That's always a popular ride when it comes to the lightning lane system. The current standby time, 40 minutes, a 4 and a 0. Start the clock. This looks like my old mailboxes back when I used to stay at the Owen Hall dorm at Purdue. Oh yeah, this is fantastic. Oh yeah, there we go. When you're riding this, or when you're in the queue line, look up in the rafters too. There's all kinds of stuff to see, especially during the holidays. They always put stuff up there during Christmas. For today's psychological exam, let's just sit here and take this all in, take in the ambiance. The dartboard, there's holes all around the board, but except in the board. That reminds me of the dartboard that my dad had in his basement years ago. There's holes in the wall all around it from a couple misses. All right, we finally made it to the last segment before we start getting boarding here. Let's do a time check. Yeah, this is going to be pretty accurate. The kid's about 1 foot from falling over the edge. And the parents just stand there. Oh, check this out. This is the last aid. Right. Here's what we should have in the emergency room and give people. Instant relief remedy for all ailments.
All right, the celebration's over. Get back to work, guys. Everybody else, back to your wait time. Already in progress. Jungle.
That was cool. A couple skippers up there just completed their training to officially be turned loose and work on the Jungle Cruise attraction. That's pretty neat. I would imagine there's a lot to learn working this attraction. We made it past the merge point. Officially 45 minutes. Hey, we made it.
Anyway, moving on. Your friends told me I was going to say goodbye to Skips on the dock. You'll never see them again.
Yeah.
You've never seen them before. Hey, you need to stay safe. Alright, friends in the middle. Chewbacca. Okay, that's it. No more musical chairs, okay? You see what I'm doing right now? I'm stopping the boat. Alright, listen up. Guys, I just said don't stand up, please. That's it. Those are your final seats for everybody. That's it. Don't stand up. It's a fire hazard. I will get fired from a cannon. All right, please remain seated with hands on 3 legs inside the boat. At all time and supervise children. This is very important. This is a real boat. It rocks. You don't want to be here when it rolls, okay? Do we agree on those rules? I'm gonna say that rule 3 more times, okay? Not because I have to, because I want to. All right, friends. My name is Skipper Fred. I'll be your dance instructor. Snake charmer. And if you don't laugh to any of my jokes, you're swim instructor. I'm kidding, guys. I don't know how to swim. Friends, welcome to the Amazon. It rains 365 days out of the year. You will notice some butterflies over there, but not there. But not there. But there. They grow from 12 inches all the way here to the right to a whopping foot. That's a joke. More than the rulers of the jungle. On the left side, that is the magnificent, the beautiful, the amazing Inspiration Falls. If you are wondering why they are called that way, it's very simple. If you stay with them for some period of time, it will inspire you to go deeper and deeper into the jungle. Now we're headed to the craziest, the darkest, the creepiest river in the world, the Congo River. Don't be confused with the Congo line. It gets scary on some days. It's bingo night. Have you played bingo before? And you survived? Okay, it means you are fearless. To the right, we're gonna stop in a local party I have set up for you guys. We're gonna get some refreshment. Hold on 1 second.
Hey guys, I'm back. I got 2 more.
They were supposed to come and pick you up. I don't know what happened. Maybe they got scared by a wild animal. If you see anything scary, please point him out. Don't point at me. That's not nice. That's kind of rude. But whoa, it's an African python. Don't worry. It's made out of plastic. Don't worry, guys. I'm just using the force. He got overrun by monkeys and some of my nephews. I was able to save my lucky bot, but my team paid the consequences. You see what they did to it? Look at it. The painted blue. I wanted the pastel. Now we are heading to the longest river in the world. Let's go for Niles and Niles and Niles and Niles and Niles. Oh, you guys don't believe me? Because you are in? No, in a boat. Pay attention, okay? Strike 1. On the left side, that is the nicest elephant you've ever meet. I know, I love you too. That is an African bull elephant. Into the right is Evil Twin. In English, that is another African bull elephant. Now we are entering the African belt. These amazing beasts, the elephants, they are so big, strong and wide. They create a path for all the animals, but not on purpose. So all the animals take advantage and they reach the water. Right here we have some wildebeest. Those are the one from Mufasa. They used to run together. At the top right, long-necked cheetahs. Right in the middle, 71 impalas. And at the top left, those are very old zebras.
71 impalas.
Because they still black and white. Zebra is showing us one of the rules of the jungle. Don't be a zebra. Hi, Lady Green, are you sitting down? Is she sitting down? I keep her to sit down completely. There you go. This is very important. Especially here doing burnouts over here. Alright, moving on. Our next attraction is straight out from the movie Jungle Cruise. It's what you guys been waiting for. Our main event, a bolder attraction. Please, a big round of applause for The Rock. Alright, don't worry, we don't take prisoners. You'll see. Alright, we got about 3 more hours on this tour. Now, I'm going to show you something very special. I don't show this to many people, only a Johnson view. It's going to be on the left side. The other left, go with the program. There is a line of trees over there. Guess what's behind those trees? That is correct, more trees in the jungle. Friends, you don't want to get wet, please lean to the right, 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 lean to the right. There's the other right, get with the program. There you go, almost there, a little bit more, a little bit longer. Alright, we made it. Thanks everybody for helping out, except for the guy at the back in the white shirt. Everybody look at him. He was so scared, he couldn't even move. If you are wondering how I landed this job at Disney, it's late to see. I took a crash course a couple months ago for my singing career. It didn't took off. Now I'm just winging it. Hiding from hippos. But don't worry, I'm gonna scare them off the same way I did my ex-girlfriend. Sir, pay attention to say goodbye, okay? Lady, if you do this again, you need to run, okay? Promise? I love you! I'm ready for commitment, babe! How you doing? See, it works, they always leave. Now we are entering head of the country. It's not a good place to be headed for vacation, birthdays, holidays, or holidays. To the right, we have 5 friends. At the front, Captain Jack Sparrow, Gordon Ramsay,
Gordon Ramsay.
Bob Ross, and in the back, that is the missing link. Oh, that's correct. He's not missing. He's just been hiding for a very long time. By the way, his life partner is a Sasquatch. Joy parties on Tuesdays. On the left, we have more butterflies, but they are not what they used to be. Does anybody know why? That is correct. They used to be caterpillars. Ding, 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 ding. Attraction you guys are actually here for. Now most of you skipped school today to be here. I know you did, and you did too. Please, a big round of applause for the 8th wonder of the world, the dark side of water.
Hey!
Oh, really? You clap for that one? Don't worry about the one in the air. Just a little bit of bacteria. It's a gift from us to you. Now we are entering the Mekong River. Is it? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, guys. I need to call somebody important. That's not the way it's supposed to be. Give me a second, please. Don't stand up. Mom! I don't know what to do. Should we go in there anyway? What if there's some danger? I'm not. I'm gonna skip away. Maybe some treasure. Actually, it's much worse. It's Disney. It's going to be another gift shop. I may see that with hands on, feet, legs inside the boat at all times, and supervise children. And no plastics in the tunnel. It's a fire hazard. I get fired. Thank you, though. Never mind, poorly for that. Tiger. It's the one in the back with the white t-shirt. It's the one in the back with the white
Playing paper, rock, scissors.
I'm getting better 1 out of 5.
Nice.
By the way, those are the Golden Girls. Alright, the light at the end of the tunnel. Please take advantage. Take a photograph. If I stop, take as many photos, as much video as you would like, because today the elephants still have their drones on. Except that one, don't look. Lady, I said don't look. You got curious, right? Keep sticks, you can take them nowhere. To the right, we have 2 baby elephants playing under a full moon. Never mind, that's not a moon, that's a spaceship.
That's a spaceship.
Get down! Now! Don't worry, it's fine. It's a good elephant. But this one over here, no. Don't do it. That's on Tuesday. Get down. Anyway, so like I was saying here, guys, dog! I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. That's not a duck. That's an elephant. But if you are wondering if that water is safe to drink, it's not. Don't drink on my boat, ma'am. That's a fire hazard. Yeah, it's not the type of cruise, remember? Alright, friends, do you have any questions for me about the tour, the water, the... Yeah, not really. I remember the rules that I said, no eating or drinking in my boat. Those are real rules. Anytime that happens, I have to stop the boat for 3 minutes, okay? So please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, legs inside the boat at all times and supervise children, okay? We got plenty of time, okay? Everybody's gonna hold your hands and sing Kumbaya. I'll start counting. 258, 257, 15 minutes with you guys is way too long. Alright, let's move it on. remember to exit the spot the same way you guys came in. Please don't go over the center seats. That will be embarrassing. I mean a fire hazard. That is the gift shop, like I promised. Please look to the left and say hi to the camera. Sir, I said hi, not to wave. You are not paying attention. Kids these days can't take them nowhere. Where you from?
Nowhere.
Yeah, that explains a lot. Thanks for being here. No, where you from? You don't mind me asking. You don't have to say if you don't want to.
South Carolina.
Okay, I like South Carolina. That's not bad. That's not bad. And how many guests you party? 2. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Stop texting her. She's ghosting me, okay? I will never ghost you, okay? Alright, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Lady on the right, how you doing today? Where you from?
Yeah.
Don't say. Oh no, wait. I like Seattle. How's the weather over there?
It's getting warmer now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So warm over here. It's been 2 weeks already. All right. Thanks for being here. How many victims? How many guests in your party?
Victims.
2. All right. Thanks for being here, sir. Blink twice if you need help. No. I said blink, not wink. We are not there yet. No. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Lady in the middle. How you doing today? All right. Where you from? All right. Guess where I'm from?
Yeah.
Not from China.
Yeah, wait, no, in Georgia.
Georgia. No, you should go to Florida. Much better. See? Alright. How many guests in your party? 2? Alright, thanks for... Yeah, there are 2 of them. Oh, 2 more times?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that with...
Man, you got it.
Really? Oh, come on. Alright, friends, I'm gonna do this again. My name is Skipper Fred up here. That's Instructor's name.
Skipper Fred, you were
Just
fantastic.
a minute with you guys is way too long. Besides, I didn't save any money on my car insurance, and you are not in good hands. And of course, I'm not a good neighbor. So we're gonna stop over here. Hi, Ashley. We love you. Today's her birthday. Everybody say happy birthday, Ashley. That's right. That's my daughter-in-law. Alright, moving on. From the bottom of my heart, please stay clear of the door. Por favor, I'm kidding. Get out of my boat.
Next stop, we'll try Pirates of the Caribbean. That seems to be another popular item on people's lists. The Jungle Cruise was awesome. Skipper Fred was absolutely amazing. He was hilarious. And I tell you what, waiting in line is not a big deal. I don't mind it. I find plenty of ways to keep myself entertained. But what makes it shitty is asshole kids that don't pay attention to their parents. And it just makes it miserable for everybody around them. You could tell people around us were getting super annoyed. And I think what's so aggravating is his dad was acting. I mean, you can tell the kids don't respect the parents. The dad was a piece of furniture basically. He just, didn't say anything, didn't do anything. Kid did whatever he wanted. I mean, I thought that kid was going to go over the rail into the water. Other than that, it was great. So we got a 20-minute wait. Oh. All right, we're heading in. Quick time check. I don't know. This one's going to be close. But it's important to note that the wait time did change while we've been in line. It went to 35 minutes now. So if you're in a line, keep checking your app. Because if the time changes when you're in line, the time that's posted on the app is the new wait time. Not 20 minutes, it's now 35 minutes. We're getting close to where the Lightning Lane and Standby merge together. All right, we made it past the merge point. 28 minutes. Here we are. All right. Holy crap, the floor's wet.
Bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca desfrutados con las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del barco que cuiden los niños.
Quit your clucking. The gentlemen want the rum. Don't you, boys?
No, ma'am, they still want the redheads. All right. Well, that was fun. 3 rides down. It is currently 6:02. Got 3 pretty major rides in. We got Tron done. Got Jungle Cruise done, and Pirates. Pirates is now 40 minutes. So one of the other things that I think we're going to do with this little challenge vlog here is, because the Premier Pass is not portable, it anchors you to whatever theme park you're using it at. Like Magic Kingdom, if let's say we had Premier Pass here, this is the only place I can use it. I can't go anywhere else with it. And you don't have to deal with that, and you haven't spent that insane amount of money. You now have the freedom to go wherever you want to go. And I also think it needs to be noted that I came into Magic Kingdom at probably the worst time of day, right in the center of the afternoon. Normally, I would advise not to do that, but I came in at this time to show you that even despite the busiest time of the day, you can still get stuff done. The other thing about doing this too is, remember, we're not killing ourselves here. We're not racing all over, and that's the whole idea behind all of this. You're on vacation. You're not supposed to, this isn't supposed to be the death march. It's just easy going, easy vacation. I know it goes against the grain of what every other social media post says about how to do Disney World, because you got all these plans, and my goodness, it's like an NFL playbook. You don't have to do that. You can literally just have a nice vacation, enjoy it. All right, well, Magic Kingdom, it's been fun. Got 3 good rides in. Time is about 10 after 6. We're gonna head on over and do some park hopping. We'll have some fun this evening. I mean, $450 on a item that you can only use in one place is insane to me. Coming in. Ooh, this is Monorail Line. This is my arch nemesis. I got stuck on this thing for 2.5 hours during Christmas of 2016. Oh, I shudder every time I see this one.
Welcome aboard the Walt Disney World Express monorail to the Transportation and Ticket Center. For those of you standing, please hold onto the handrails throughout our journey and stay clear of the doors. For the comfort of others, no smoking, please. Thank you.
What are you talking about? You can't smoke. That ain't no fun, man.
This is the Transportation and Ticket Center. Thank you for traveling with us.
Welcome back to the Ticket Transportation Center. Onward. It's our next adventure. I can't wait to do this at Universal, honestly, when Epic Universe fully opens, and hopefully they include it within the annual pass system. Just be able to park hop at Universal, go to Studios, go over to Islands of Adventure, go over to Epic, go to Volcano Bay. This is going to be a game changer here in Orlando. Look, it's a go-kart. I think there's a wind-up crank on the back of that thing. Give me a break, man. Come on. Reflections of Earth. Welcome to Epcot, everybody. This is one of our park hopping parks. I don't think we're gonna hop after this one because it's already, it's 7 o'clock. That's another vlog I need to put on the list of things to do. How much time does it take to actually park hop? Because when people are planning their vacations here, I don't think they have any idea, how long it takes to actually park hop. Because people put these ridiculous itineraries out on social media, like, oh, here's our day. And they allow themselves like 10 minutes for park hopping. Like, Clearly you've never been here before. Well, my plan may have already come undone. The whole idea of doing this is to ride the big rides, the ones that, you know, people really put this kind of money towards. You know, because let's face it, people aren't spending $450, or now that we're at Epcot, it would be $265 plus tax, so call it about $280. People aren't spending $280 to ride Spaceship Earth. They're spending this for Guardians of the Galaxy, Frozen Ever After, Soarin', and Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. However, Frozen Ever After and Guardians are both closed. They're both broken, which is a problem. Look at this. So right now, it's right at 7 p.m. You scroll up. Frozen Ever After is closed. Guardians of the Galaxy closed. 2 of the major e-ticket attractions here are closed. And with Test Track not opening till later summer, early fall, man, it's pretty slim pickings here. So we got some Mission Space, we got a Remy's, Seas with Nemo and Friends, Soarin', Spaceship Earth. Man, good grief, man. Well, let's try to do this. I'm gonna say let's go try Remy's. Let's go do that, because that's one of the other major e-tickets, because the other 2 are broken. Apparently they've been down a better part of the day. But see, this is the trouble too. When you buy these expensive ass lightning lane passes, this is the issue you run into. If these rides don't come online later today, you're out that money. You might get a cast member on a good side to refund you all that money, but technically they don't have to, because it says when you buy that Lightning Lane Premier Pass, especially, attractions are subject to availability. And that clears Disney. That clears Disney from having to issue any refunds. And I mean, I hate to say it, but Disney's reputation for keeping their attractions running consistently all day, every day isn't the greatest. And so, you know, yeah, let's say a family spent $265 times 4. I mean, that's almost $1,200, and spend almost $1,200 to have 2 of your 3 major attractions down. No es bueno. Like I said, we're gonna go to France. We're gonna work our way back to France, and then we'll work back this way, back towards Future World. But let's admire this flower quilt while we're at it, and Phineas and Ferb. Man, this is a work of art. You can see the flowers are starting to fill in now, and it's starting to change colors a little bit. You can also see, like I pointed out before, it's taken on more of a 3D effect now. Another month, this is going to look incredible. I mean, it already does, but in about another month, this is going to be really good. Oh, it's the Epcot permanent New Year's Eve party over there. Ratatouille. 60 minutes at 6 and a 0. But there's a little secret to Ratatouille these days. I'm going to show you. So here's the standby line out here. It's not terrible. I've seen it a lot worse. Remy's Ratatouille Adventure now has the single rider line, because this seats like Test Track does. Hello. Because this seats like Test Track does, 3 across, front and back. So 60 minutes, standby. Let's see what our single rider weight is. My advice to you all, if you don't care about riding next to each other, you can totally do this multiple times. Let's see how long this takes. Let's time it. What's happened is with Frozen and Guardians down, it's pushed everybody over to this one. So standby is 60. We'll see how long we wait. passes. Pick up. Yeah, we are. Technically, we can stop the clock right here. We're past the merge point. Not even 6 minutes. Once again, this is one of the rides that people will spend at Epcot for the Lightning Lane Premier Pass. They'll spend, with tax, about $280 to experience this attraction and not have to wait in the standby. What's up with these parties of 3? Need parties of 2. What the hell, man? Nobody travels in groups of 3. What the hell? Stop with the groups of 3. You're screwing up my plan. Oh, how cool. So she's going back to France. It's her last day at work. Oh my goodness. That was very nice of him to do that.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
That's awesome. Well, we had a group of cast members who were just finished with training, just starting their shifts, and somebody ending their shifts, heading back home. Good luck and safe travels.
Chef Lenny is waiting for you. This way. Qu'attendez-vous?
Wow.
Pour le repas idéal, encore un? Non. A simple omelet? Too simple. What? Mais oui, that's it!
The food is for them, not you.
What are you doing? Que manigancez-vous?
Ah! God. Dang, man.
Dépêchez-vous. Par ici. Go, go.
Hey, thanks for coming, everyone. Vous êtes toujours les bienvenus chez Rémi. À bientôt et bon appétit. Et Mino.
Okay, be sure to grab all your stuff and watch your step as you exit. Goodbye.
So there you have it, ladies and gents. 60 minutes, well, it's 50 now, versus what took not even 6 minutes. Something to think about. So, just getting here to Epcot, we've done, at Magic Kingdom, did Tron, we did Jungle Cruise, and then we went ahead and did Pirates of the Caribbean. Now here at Epcot, just did Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. And again, I'm not racing anywhere. I'm not beating myself up. I'm not like dragging myself around by the shirt collar. Nothing like that. It's nice and easy. That's how your vacation should be too. Nice and easy. Easy going. Easy to get along with for everybody. All right, let's go see what other trouble we can get into now. Just so you know, I'm not yanking anybody's crank here with the price of these Lightning Lane Premier Passes. This is Epcot and Hollywood Studios current time right now. As of 7:34 p.m. or 1934. There you go, Epcot. $229 plus tax. Hollywood Studios, $339 plus tax. Magic Kingdom's not available because it's sold out for the day, which is insane to me. And Animal Kingdom's already closed, so obviously it's not available. But I can show you what Magic Kingdom is. I think it's available tomorrow. No, it's not. It did sell out for tomorrow. There it is. There's what it's been all week. $449 per person. Epcot drops a little bit to $209. Hollywood Studios stays unchanged at $339. Animal Kingdom at $189. Y'all, I'm telling you, save your money. That's why I'm doing this. This is not necessary. If the pass were transferable, if you could park hop with it, I still might tell you it's incredibly expensive, but if it was portable, it'd cross all 4 parks and you could re-ride rides with it, all right, maybe. But the fact that you can't re-ride anything and you can't park hop with it is just insane to me. I found the new pin location. It's down here at the entryway into World Showcase. And look at every pin has a red magnetic tag on it. All because people have been stealing pins. Freaking thieves, man. I think we're going to attempt Soarin'. Soarin's another one that people like to try to ride. Soarin's one of the bigger e-ticket attractions here. Oh, there you go. Yet again, another vlog for a very near future date. Way too many wheeled vehicles at Disney World. There's been a lot of articles posted about that lately because the amount of people getting run over keep going up by the day. That is beautiful. Wow. That is stunning. Holy crap, check this out. I think they're going to attempt to make the Everest summit first thing in the morning at about 4:30 or 5 a.m. Good grief. The chunk. My God. Talk about overconsumption. Soaring around the world. All right, thank you. Here it is. This is where the time officially ends right here.
Left side, please. Thank you.
Hello?
Sit down that left side, please. Thank you, guys.
Minute 40.
Nice work, pal. Hands and arms inside at all times. su seguridad, permanezcan sentados con el cinturón de seguridad abrochado durante el vuelo y vigilen a los niños. Esperamos que disfruten su vuelo.
Gracias.
Soaring to tower. We are ready for takeoff.
Off we go. Awesome.
Have a great stay here in Epcot.
So yeah, the pictures are a little bit different in some circumstances, but if you sit on the end, some of it is still kind of bendy, like the Taj Mahal and a couple other things, but it's not as bad as it used to be. The Eiffel Tower was definitely a big fix, but I don't know. I would have rather them kept it bendy because it felt like you were actually climbing up the Eiffel Tower to the top. That was a pretty cool effect. Right now, you're just basically viewing it from far away and up high. I guess it's preference, but I'd rather have it the old way. All right, onward. All right, we got about 20 minutes left in the night. Let's go check out Frozen and Guardians. Let's just see what the lines look like. So, the Frozen ride, the lightning lane's longer than the standby line. Oh yeah, the standby is still in front of the doorway. So yeah, that's actually a true 55 minutes. But again, this is because the ride was down the majority of the day. This is the problem when these rides go down for that amount of time, because these guests here in the lightning lane all get preferred access. So basically, they're just churning these people through, and the standby line just sits there. So my plan's not going to work tonight, but, you know, things like this happen. Also, it needs to be noted, this is not a foolproof plan either. This is not like if you do this, you'll be able to get everything in. I mean, because these rides have such a, unfortunately, they don't have the greatest reputation right now. They break down a lot. So one thing we can do before heading out of the park for the night, make one stop over here to our left. Yes. Must have it. All right. Now we can begin our walk out of the park. The other thing I want y'all to put into perspective is, as I was walking out there, the ticket prices on the overhead boards over the ticket windows. And a one-day ticket today for Magic Kingdom, $184 plus tax. So that puts you just shy of $200. So if you bought yourself a one-day ticket without Park Hopper to Magic Kingdom, you'd be just shy of $200. Add in that Lightning Lane Premier Pass, and now all of a sudden you're at almost $700. So roughly $200 plus $480. Yeah, you're at $680. That's one person, one park, one day. Let that sink in a minute. So there it is, ladies and gents. That's it. Epcot is now closed officially. Luminous Symphony of Us has started. And we got quite a bit in, I will say. Tron Light Cycle run at Magic Kingdom. Then we went over and did Jungle Cruise. And then we did Pirates of the Caribbean. And then came over to Epcot. And we did Remy's Ratatouille Adventure and Soarin'. And then try to do Frozen and Guardians, but because of those rides being down the majority of the day, kind of threw a wrench into that. You know, I could have stayed and did Guardians, but with the line being that long, like I said, it's going to be probably every bit of 11 o'clock before I get out of here. And one, that's late. You know, I did work today. And two, these cast members got to get home too. And the more people that keep piling in line at the end of the day like that, when the rides have been down most of the day, it's going to make a long night for them too. So there's some courtesy to be thought of in this as well. But we did quite a bit, which was fun. I had a great time doing this. The next time I do this, like I said, we're going to do a mock vacation, meaning I'm going to do 3 or 4 days, and I'm going to do it right in a row, and I'm going to pretend as if I'm here on vacation. Then you get up, get to the parks, take a midday break, and then come back at night. And we're going to put this all together in a big compilation, and we'll keep track of everything we rode, everything that we were able to re-ride, and show you once again that you do not need to waste your money on these insanely overpriced, skip the standby line features that they're selling. I am so against this stuff. And again, if people want to buy it, it's your money. Do with it what you will. But I'm telling you, at $450 per person per day for one park, I mean, you can spend another 3 days. You can buy a 3-day single park. What is it? You can buy a 3-day single park ticket with $450. So instead of just blowing it all for 1 day at one park, you can literally get yourself 3 more days of park tickets for that. I mean, that's insane when you look at it like that, but people don't think of it like that. They're just like, oh, we're going past the standbys. And for the most part, with the exception of Jungle Cruise was a true 40, 45 minutes. Pirates, kind of in the in-between. Still was like, what I come out to be like 28 minutes, which is still that's no big deal in the grand scheme of things. Tron was 30, 33. Yo, that is not that bad. I mean, Disney does inflate these wait times to convince people to buy these passes. That's why a lot of times they do it. Most of the times they're not the posted wait time. So I look forward to bringing more of this to y'all. I hope you got something out of it. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you like this. Because I enjoy doing it. I am very anti-schedules and everything like this. Because, like, man, I'm telling you, these itineraries that these people put together for these vacations is insane to me. I mean, it is literally nothing but running around nonstop from sunup to sundown, or actually before sunup. It's like boot camp. You know, they got you up at 4:30 in the morning and you're going to bed at 11:30 at night. I mean, you don't need to do that, and I strongly suggest you do not do that. That is not what a vacation is for. You know, again, it doesn't matter what you do or don't do. It's what matters is how you enjoy your time with your family. And again, everybody wants to put this excuse out there that, oh, we have to make our memories 10 to 15 grand at a time. Well, if that's the case, then make your memories and stop worrying about rushing around. Honestly. Follow this plan, folks. I promise you, you'll like it. Have a good evening. Once again, Fire Medic Adventures Unplugged out of service for tonight. This has been the truth. It has been actual, and I hope for all of you watching out there, you found this mighty satisfactual. I'll see you.